Wow. Okay. Yo, I'm actually impressed. And like, what are these graphics settings? All right, y'all. Here's a long form video of my M5 MacBook Pro running Cyberpunk 2077 completely natively. I got the metal HUD up here. As you can see, just in this menu, I'm getting 600 FPS, but obviously I'm in a menu. I got a lot of comments saying that they wanted a long form video of me, like, you know, actually running it at different resolutions, because just by default, it runs at 1280 by 800, and I'm gonna actually just put it on like the most default settings, and then I'm gonna do my custom settings, and then I'm gonna try to get it as close to 1080p as possible, because a lot of people are telling me they're like $300, $400, $500 mystery gaming laptop is going to outperform this. So I'm going to match that resolution, because a lot of those gaming computers at that price range, they don't have a screen above 1080p, so that's only fair. This one actually goes a little bit over 1080p since it's a 16 by 10 aspect ratio, so it has a little bit more pixels. Yeah, so I'm just gonna compare it at different resolutions, different settings, just to give you guys an idea of how this runs. I'm gonna actually run a mission too, so there's action, and I'm playing through my PS5 controller. As you can see, it has full haptics and obviously works wirelessly. Another thing too, as always, my MacBook is unplugged. There's nothing charging it. I don't want to move the camera, but I hope that proves it enough that there's no charger on here. And right now we are pulling about 55 FPS on here. Let me get this mouse out of the way because it's kind of distracting. I don't know why it's stuck there. It's usually not. But yeah, we're gonna actually load up a quest. And forgive me, I really have forgotten how to play this game. The only times I've played it is to test it recently, and I'm still having to meet Hanoko at Embers. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Okay, so that's where I gotta go, and I'm gonna call this car. Actually, I'll call this a little motorcycle. Oh, there it is. And as you can see, sometimes we go above 60 FPS. We could get into 70, 80, 90. Just depends on the environment and how the laptop is just processing things. Also, it's very silent. I don't hear any fan noise at all coming from this right now. And something weird just happened where all the people in there just despawned. There's some pop-in, as you can see. But like, if you just wanted to play this game and just enjoy it and experience it, you know, Cyberpunk's a great game. One of the best gaming comeback stories of all time. This is very playable. I would not be complaining. This is like bottom barrel settings, and it's still running pretty beautifully. Actually, I wouldn't even say bottom barrel settings because I haven't put them on yet. So let's actually put them on, because right now, as you can see, I got most things on high and turned on, everything except for ray tracing, really, because like, to be honest, I can't tell the difference between ray tracing and not ray tracing, and it tanks FPS crazy. So we're gonna do for this Mac and see how the performance changes. So it looks like now on this menu we are at 30 FPS. So, and the image definitely does look a little bit sharper. It looks like we are at 1440 by 900, so that definitely that's definitely a reason why. And we're at 30 FPS, pretty much locked. And a strong solid 30 FPS, you can see the little frame interval line. That's very playable in a story game. Like if you're playing CSGO or something, sure, you need 3000 FPS. But for this, 30 FPS solid lock, and it looks like this, I feel like if you're mad at this, you're just looking for something to complain about. They got pregnant women in this game? I'm just trying to get in their face so you can see the quality. Alright, so is this quest literally to just buy this car? I don't want this shit. Wait, yo, that was mad bread. Oh my god. Damn, so we're gonna fight him after we paid him 20,000? This mission's mad lame, bro. He is not like, oh, hold up. He might be like that, actually. He might be like that. Oh, wait, how do I dodge? Ooh, what the hell? Yeah, he wanted this, bro. I'm just confused. Why did I pay him $20,000 and still had to fight him for the car? What happened, bro? I'm confused. Thanks for the new ride. Keep the eddies. Cars all I want. Give me the cash, but keep your car. You keep it. So now I'm gonna change the settings to, bro, why does it keep doing that? Where's my cursor? All right. I'm gonna just use this. Oh, there we go. All right, now I'm gonna change the settings to, let's do low preset and then performance for this, and we're gonna boost this to 1080p and see how many frames we can get. Nah, my OG setup was crazy. Why was my OG setup like that? This is like 1080p. Do performance, or actually do balanced. Let me see will it bring me back to like maximum frames. Bro, how'd I get it on maximum frames last time? I was pulling some sorcery. Oh, I think, hold on, got the VSync on 40. Should need to be on 120. There we go. So 100 FPS right here. And we're on 1280 by 800. So let's put it close to 1080p. Like I said, 1920 by 1200. So that's a little bit over 1080p. We're gonna get a sharpness boost, a nice sharpness boost, and we're gonna stay at around 60 FPS, which is nice. You can get the best of both worlds. You get pretty smooth gameplay. It's an unsolid 60 FPS, and you get good quality. So we're gonna do another side job, and then the next one, the next settings we're gonna test is we're gonna try to max this out and see how much quality we can get. Hold on. Oh, did it just crash? Yo, I made it crash. So there we go. I don't know what happened right there, but this is the first time it's ever crashed on me. It might be because of the iOS 27 or the macOS 27. I've had DaVinci and Final Cut crash on me so many times ever since I've updated to this beta. Yeah, so that might be it. Try it again though. But yeah, genuinely, this is the first time it has ever crashed on me. So pretty much 60 FPS, not as stable as the 30 at 1200p, but for that extra clarity, somewhat worth it. Okay, so it's down here to the right. All right, let's hop in here, see what's going on. There's a lot of lights going on, lots of detail in this interior. Yo, honestly, I'm gonna just start shooting shit. We'll just get the classic 5 stars. Is that a cyborg? Oh shit. Right. Oh, that's how you throw a grenade. How do you hit people? Ah. Hack you, bruh. So hold on, this is it at 1200p, but how are we? Okay, we got it on balance. Let's do performance. Yeah, let's do performance and see. Okay, now we're at 80, 60 to 80. Nice. All right, we dropped to 40. Oh shit. Hold on, how do I heal in this shit? I actually don't even know, bro. Okay. See, that was some pretty solid performance. Okay, we had like a hovering around 60, 70 right now. I don't even know how I activated that. Feel like I did better last time. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is probably the best way to stress test this. So that was at default settings, 800p on performance. Now let's try to push it a little bit. Let's try to do like 1440, or actually let's try max resolution. Let's see what that does. Wow, okay. Yo, I'm actually impressed. And like, what are these graphics settings? So we're on custom. Most things are on high and on. Everything pretty much except for ray tracing. And we got, yeah, we're not gonna do that because we wanna keep it there. But we can keep it at performance. And bro, this is actually really good. So a nice little 30. And I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, 30 FPS, 30 FPS. But guys, come on. This isn't a Twitch shooter. This is Cyberpunk. And this is running on a MacBook. Full resolution. High settings on most things. Literally everything is on besides ray tracing. It's not connected to power. There's a 16 by 10 HDR screen. That's like 2.5K, right? 2.5 to 3K. And it's not connected to power. Like, are we seriously gonna complain about 30 FPS when we're like damn near maxing this thing out? Like, that's a little ridiculous, you know? And on top of that, this thing isn't even supposed to game in the first place. Like, you got to keep that in mind. Like, that is the most important thing. Is like the whole stigma for years, decades. Max can't game. So much power for what? Max can't game. And now it's gaming. And this isn't even like, I mean, this is one of the most optimized titles. I'll give it that. This is definitely one of the most optimized titles. But like, at the end of the day, the fact that this works, it just shows you like it's always been possible. It's just it's a developer thing. It's a matter of who's willing to put this through the paces to make sure that it runs very well. And you know, the current market state for bringing a PC game to be a full native Mac port is just that the market share on PC is obviously probably 50 times bigger than the Mac gaming space. Like, 100% that's the truth. But with things like the MacBook Neo, Apple refurbished, or just buying Mac secondhand, that market share can go up quite a lot. And even with the Neo, that's easily been the most successful and popular MacBook launch ever. That has grown their market share with college students significantly. And as a college student, if I was in college, I would definitely gravitate towards the Neo just to get work done, you know. But if it could game, because the Neo can game, I don't have one, but I've seen footage of it running GTA 5 at pretty high settings at a playable frame rate, Minecraft, all types of stuff. It's like casual games. It could even run Cyberpunk. It could run this game at playable frame rates, probably like 30 to 40 FPS on like low settings. Like, I know it's not much, but it works. And as a college student, I could see the value in that for sure. So once that market share keeps on growing, because, you know, kids go to college every year and then they get that MacBook, and then, you know, they like Mac, and then they get a more powerful one. The ecosystem just grows, and, you know, the user base grows. It's more worth it for developers to continue making ports to Mac, because, you know, they actually have an audience that's wanting to game on Mac now. It's gonna take some time. It's not gonna happen overnight. I actually think we're getting really close to a turning point when the MacBook Ultra does get announced. And I know that Mark Turnus is the CEO of Apple now. He's a hardware guy, so maybe he has a complete different perspective on, you know, the value of gaming on Mac than Tim Cook, because it's obvious that Tim Cook didn't really care about gaming. So, you know, with John Turnus coming around, MacBook Ultra rumored, I think things could definitely take a new shift. And also, Game Porting Toolkit 4, it's not even out yet. It gives about a 30% increase to FPS on older hardware. Just overnight, software update just automatically gives you more frames. That's kind of insane. So every MacBook that's out there right now can expect better performance by September or October for free. And, you know, that's just going to make things more more stable and more worth it for developers as well. And then there's also agentic coding for porting their games over. So if they wanted to port their games over, they can pretty much speedrun it, for lack of better words. That's what Apple said. They can speedrun their game ports by having Claude Code or Codex do it for them. So they don't even have to spend a bunch of time, money, and resources just to get their games over. They can literally expand their player base just by having something do it in the background. So we're reaching a point where developer involvement is starting to be less and less needed, and that will definitely shift things significantly as well. And I'm here for it. I'm gonna be covering all that on my channel. I'm gonna try to, document every step of the way. You can expect more videos like this from me as well as I test other games and try to put them through their paces on this MacBook M5 Pro. I know it's not the most accessible MacBook, so I'm gonna be making a video about how to, get this type of performance on other older MacBooks and how to also get other MacBooks for cheaper. So stay tuned and subscribe for that. This is my first type of video like this, so if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments. Anything to make these type of videos more enjoyable for you guys, more informative. Any type of constructive criticism is welcome down in the comments. And if you found this video insightful or entertaining in any way, just consider leaving a like and subscribing, man. That's pretty much all I have to say, and I'll see y'all in the next one.